Hey Don, how you doing?
Good,
Good
ready?
to see you again.
Good,
yeah.
Good. You gonna cover these legs over with something or what?
Yeah, I got some good waders for us.
Woohoo! That's a shame to cover those up, but what the heck?
Well, hey, you know.
Equipment is vital to the fly fisherman's success, and we're talking about more than just the flies.
How cold can the water be and these keep you warm?
Those would go to 32 degrees or lower. I use those when I fish upstate New York in some real cold water. So those are neoprene.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to be wearing a pair of lightweights because I'm a lightweight. No.
I wish I was a lightweight.
Wading shoes.
Now, wading shoes, anything special about them? Or?
Yeah, what they do is they protect your feet, so that way if you're on stones or crustaceans or something like that, then you'll be good.
And when you hit the water, there's another vital piece of equipment.
So we're going to put this stripping basket on right in front of you.
Okay.
Now, I can tell you a funny story about stripping baskets.
All right, go for it.
I know you like funny stories.
Uh-huh.
Now, you know that the purpose of the stripping basket is when you make a cast with your fly rod,
yep,
with the current moving, if you just let your line go into the river, the current's going to take it.
Yeah.
So when you go to make your next cast, you're going to have a difficult time trying to pull it off the water. So you strip your line into the basket and it'll manage it for you. So when you go to make your next cast, it'll come out real nice. If you do it right.
All right, if I do it right.
Now, this funny story that I was going to tell you is I was up at Middlebridge one afternoon.
Yeah.
And I was fishing using a stripping basket. So I'm up out there fishing in the river, and there's a couple up on the bridge, and I hear the woman say to the husband, "Gee, look at that guy. He's got a Tupperware basket in front of him. What is he using that for?" And he said, "Gee," he said, "I don't know." He said, "What do you think it's for?" She said, "I know what it is. He puts his fish in it after he catches them." So of course I'm chuckling, listening to this going on. So lo and behold, I make a cast and I'm stripping the fly in and I hook a shad. And shad are very acrobatic, they jump.
Yep.
And I'm bringing the fish in and I was just about ready to reach down the leader to release the shad. The shad jumps up, goes right in the stripping basket, and the woman said, "I told you that's what that was for. He's putting his fish in there."
And when you're aboard a boat, you have to worry about more equipment than just the horsepower behind you. For instance, different kinds of line to catch fish at different depths.
See, I'm just letting that sink a little bit.
Yeah.
Just get down. And sometimes that's, like if you held it out there, you made a cast, and you just actually didn't retrieve it and just let it, you hold it in your hand.
Yeah.
And just sometimes as it's going down, they'll grab it.
It's making a motion as it's sinking down a little bit.
These fish, they see that and they think it's a bait fish, and they're just going to come up and they're going to eat it. So, and you can see this line sinks a little bit.
Yep.
So it's going to take the fly down to hopefully where the fish are. See, that's the whole, there's one right there. There you go. On this particular outfit right now, we're fishing 20-pound test leader, which of course is the monofilament section. And we'll catch fish up to 30 pounds. You know, it's just, the whole trick is knowing how much pressure to apply on the fish. It's the same thing with using your drag on a spinning outfit. Now, another thing that you can do, if you had a big fish, as he runs, you can see how he's pulling out line.
Yep.
Now, if this was a big fish, what we would do is we would take the rod and reel in the excess line. That's called getting him on the reel, because let's say this got hooked around the boat or something.
And in fly fishing, information is power.
Now, do you have a list of places that you go over at certain times of year, certain places are good to fish?
Absolutely. The trick about being successful is having a good diary.
Now, how do you find these spots? Is it just by people have told you about them, or just hit and miss? Just
trial and error. Go to different places. Normally, I'll get a map or a chart. Look at water depths. Look at the structure. Just figure it out.
What kind of water depth do you need?
Depends on the time of the year where you're going to be fishing. I like shallow water fishing. That's what I pretty much do. A lot of people that want to go out fishing, they don't want to go out in the bay and get seasick and get pounded around and get wet. So I probably, most of the time I'm in any 15 feet or less, 10 feet or less, and they follow the bait right in. Wherever the bait is, is find the bait, find the fish.
And if you want to get more information, you can contact Bob at his website, flyfishri.com, or come to the boat show. Talk to Bob in person.